Hello, and welcome to this Monday, August 23rd edition of Sneaker News. This is Swole Sneakerhead here to bring you a weekly preview. We have a very busy week of releases ahead, so let's get right into it with this first release. At time of recording, this pair is not loaded up on Nike sneakers, and I would assume that it's going to be pushed and taken off the Foot Locker release calendar, but at this time, for August 25th, we do have this Nike Dunk Low in the pink Oxford colorway loaded up on Foot Locker for $100 retail. If this does drop, this will definitely be profitable, and given the fact that it's a men's release, of course the bigger sizes, usually up to 14, will be available. I believe all sizes will be profitable, and since I couldn't find this on StockX at the moment, I'm not sure what the pre-sale value is, but there's very few Dunk Lows that haven't been profitable. And at $100 retail value, it's definitely not a bad bet to go for them. I will keep you updated within the Discord server if these do end up dropping. Headlining a big day of releases on Thursday, August 26th, we have both the Big Kids Dunk Low you see here in the bright crimson and game royal colorway. Unfortunately, this will not be releasing in any adult sizes, only grade school, preschool, and toddler. But this is honestly a really nice color in my opinion. I love the matching between this like fluorescent red pink and the accents of black, white, and the royal blue. Very nice colorway. I wish it was available in adult, but it still will be very profitable with the $85 retail value. And we will see this across foot sites, Shopify stores, as well as of course Nike sneakers. This is a 100% cop in pretty much any size. I would say go for the bigger sizes in this just because there is no adult release, so those few people that are adults, or not few people, but the people that are adults and wear a size 7, 6 youth, 5 youth, something like that, usually women, will still be able to wear them, so go for those bigger sizes that may have a little bit more demand. Also on the 26th, we have what you could either call the initial release or re-release of the Jordan 1 Low Starfish, which is also being titled, of course, the Shattered Backboard. I mentioned in a previous video how this colorway does to me look like it has a little more of a red accent to it than the OG Shattered Backboard, which is just a straight, lighter orange and black shoe, as you can see here. I was honestly sick when I saw this price because I have a pair of these in size 11 that I kind of just beat up and wear them, and I cannot believe these are over $300 right now. But regardless of that, I would expect the Starfish colorway to do similarly well. I wouldn't say as high because, as you can see, I don't think that this is an exact resemblance. They are trying to say that it's a shattered backboard, but in my opinion, these oranges are different. And in the mind of OG sneakerheads that actually value a shattered backboard colorway, I don't think that they're going to correlate these two and, have that result in $300 plus resale value for these. Regardless of that, these still will have amazing resale, as the pre-sale is already sitting above 200. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people like these even more. And I guess this would be more of a reminder of the the Shattered Backboard 1.0 Jordan 1 High, as opposed to the Jordan 1 Low, which had a little bit different color blocking. Either way, prices are ridiculous. Obviously, these are going to dip a little bit following the release, and these are also releasing in women's sizing on the same day, and prices are of course pretty good for them as well. Both will retail at $130, which I believe is a little bit high for a Jordan 1 Low. I thought they used to be $110, but regardless, a lot of money to be made here. I would say focus on the men's release and sizing in that 10 to 12 range. Usually bigger Jordan retros or Jordan 1s always do better. But even these lower sizes already have some good bids above $400, which again to me is just ridiculous. I cannot believe the market on Jordan 1 Lows now, because I feel like just a year or two ago they didn't get any type of respect, especially as far as resale value went. But at the time of recording, these are only loaded up on Nike sneakers, and I'm sure we will see a lot of Shopify retailers release these as well, but unfortunately, again, at this time they're not loaded up on foot sites or anything like that. So I will update if that changes. Hopefully we do get a few more confirmed retailers before this release date, but definitely go for these on Nike sneakers. Maybe that's why the pre-sale value is so high, because these will be limited. We will see though. If you do want release updates on this pair or auto checkout slots, be sure to join our Discord server. I'm opening up a few more spots just for this week, and then we'll be closed again. So be sure to grab that link down in the description. Next, on Friday the 27th, we will see the release of the first colorway of this LD Waffle, Sacai, and Fragment collaboration called the Blackened Blue. There is also a gray colorway releasing earlier in Europe and should release later in the US, but this first colorway on Friday the 27th is what we will get. Kind of similar to past Fragment colorways with the blue. I'm personally not a fan of the LD Waffle Sacai, and I bought one of the collaborations in the past and wore it, and I just personally was not a fan of how it felt. But we do have the Fragment name on here as well, which has led to already ridiculous pre-sale value. These will retail at a price of $170, primarily on Nike sneakers, and I do believe we will see raffles as well as Shopify retailers release these via first come first serve. But primarily the stock will be on Nike sneakers, so of course that is a must cop, and the resale in pretty much every single size is the same. Looks like smaller sizes, base sizes, are doing a little bit better, but any size is a cop for these, as resale should hold pretty high. Leading off a big day on Saturday, August 26th, we will get the Yeezy 350 V2 in the white colorway, also being titled the Light. Right now, these are loaded up on foot sites, and a timer has been set for Yeezy supply, so we should see a normal, let's call it GR release for these Yeezy 350s. I believe at 7 a.m. Eastern time, we will get them on foot sites, and then it should be 9 a.m. Eastern time for Yeezy supply, and there could also be a confirmed raffle coming up, so stay tuned for that. Currently, pre-sale prices are holding pretty high, above $300 in every size. I would expect them to dip a little bit after this release, because I don't think it will be that hard of a cop, considering they are on both Yeezy supply and Foot Locker and other foot sites. But who knows? They definitely will have some resale value at the very least, unless they just dump a ton of stock out, like more than we've ever seen. But I would imagine that prices will be roughly $280 plus in at least base sizes, and then maybe $260 plus in the larger sizes following the release, and that's like basement level. I would expect these not to brick, so don't be too hesitant when going for them. All sizes should be a go, and it does look like, of course, sizes 4 through 6 are getting the most love right now, so focus on those base sizes, but I wouldn't be too afraid to cop any other sizes, as the volume of sales should be there for these. Finally, on August 28th, this Saturday, we will see the release of the Jordan 4 Lightning. This is a long-awaited release with a lot of hype surrounding it, and currently, pre-sale prices are sitting around $290 to $300, as you can see, in all sizes. With the retail price of $220, that does dip into the margins a little bit. Obviously similar to the same Yeezy Boost that's releasing the same day for $220. They both do have similar pre-sale values, but I do see this Jordan 4 Lightning being a much better long-term investment. Of course, with it being more of a GR release, we will see, you know, a bit of a dip probably after the release, but I do anticipate these being hard for people to get in bulk. As you can see, bigger sizes like 10 plus, 10 to 14 are all doing the best pre-sale. I would expect that to remain the same after the release. Don't hesitate to get grade school sizes. Again, depending on stock levels, unless the grade school like greatly outweighs the men's, which hasn't been happening recently, then I would still go for grade school as well. I think these are going to be a really good long-term investment if, when we get them in hand, the leather and the color is everything that we want it to be, and they really, you know, are up to par for that and exceed expectations. There's a chance, I mean, if these don't look that good in person, that they could brick a little bit. And kind of based on this picture, it's really hard to tell what kind of yellow color or what kind of material it's going to be. But regardless, I would expect these to do well. I imagine that larger men's sizes, maybe 8 to 14, will be sitting 300 to 350 plus within 30 to 60 days and should be pretty easy movers as well. So do not hesitate to get these. This is a highly hyped up release, and we will see them across foot sites, Shopify sites, raffles, and of course Nike sneakers at 10 a.m. Eastern time on Saturday the 28th. That is going to wrap up this Monday edition of Sneaker News. There was obviously a lot of releases to unpack here and go over. If you want more release information or need auto checkout slots to secure pairs of any of these releases, be sure to hop in our Discord server. I'll put a link down below. Thank you all for joining me. Please smash that like button, drop a subscribe, and turn on post notifications. I am posting every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I believe I didn't post last Friday. I do apologize for that. I had some issues come up that I needed to attend to and didn't have time to film, but we'll be back on schedule and we'll be updating you throughout this week with more information on these releases so you have the best chance to cop. Thank you all for joining me. This is Swole Sneakerhead signing off. I will see you all Wednesday.